Next, we are joined by Feng Shui consultant and expert Clear Englebert. He has published 6 books on Feng Shui, Bedroom Feng Shui, Feng Shui for Hawaii Gardens, and Feng Shui for Hawaii, just to name a few. We are so excited to have him join us today. Please help me welcome our special guest, Clear Englebert. Aloha, Clear.
McKenna, it's great to see you again, and thank you for having me here.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you join us, Claire. Now, most people might not understand what Feng Shui actually is. What are the basic principles that guide Feng Shui as a design philosophy?
Well, the main guiding principle is that the places, the rooms that you're in the most affect you the most. The whole premise of Feng Shui is that the spaces we're in affect our lives. So the spaces that we're in the most are the places that matter the most. And the thing that Feng Shui tries to do in a person's life is to add empowerment. And it does that through adding awareness and protection, those being seen as the two things which create empowerment.
Amazing. Now, what are some maybe common misconceptions about Feng Shui?
The most common misconception is that there is one kind of Feng Shui, when in fact there's two very different kinds of Feng Shui. There's compass Feng Shui and landform, or sometimes called form school. The compass school uses one of these. It's called a lopan. It's a compass. The Chinese invented the compass for the use of Feng Shui. I don't use a compass. I practice form school. Hawaii does have some excellent practitioners in compass Feng Shui, notably Clarence Lau, who Feng Shuied the governor's mansion.
Good to know. Now, as a homeowner, how should I approach my indoor spaces?
Well, energy enters through doors and windows, and it also leaves through doors and windows. And when I say energy, I'm really talking about energy of any kind, but mostly human beings, our energy. We come in through doors. We almost never come in through windows. Sunlight and breezes come in through windows, but we come in and exit through doors. So that's a very important principle in Feng Shui. And the main entrance to a home is the front door, even if people often use a side door to come and go from a garage, but the architectural front door is considered to be the mouth of the home, where the main energy is invited to come in.
Valuable stuff. Now, a lot of us are working from home right now. How could I use Feng Shui to maximize my productivity in a home office?
Well, the first thing I'll talk about is your desk surface. And glass top desks have been gaining in priority, but they're not good Feng Shui. If you have a glass top desk, it is simply better to cover it with fabric and not work on the glass top. The very best surface for a desk is wood, plain old-fashioned wood. And then the other principles inside a home would be inside the space you're using as an office would be to have yourself facing toward the door of the room. So you're not facing a wall, a corner, but you're facing toward the door. You can easily see toward the doorway of the room. And what that sets up is awareness. And it's good to have a wall behind you, not a window. And that sets up protection. And the other thing that sets up protection is not to have things that are rather sharp pointed at you. Now, even on my desk at home, I don't set my pencils and pens down so that they're pointed right at me. There's a principle in Feng Shui known as poison arrows, that an object, even if it's across the room, can still kind of cast a harsh energy toward a person if it is of a certain shape. And straight lines like that pencil are very much to be concerned with. It's rather like an arrow. And then another way that can happen is, let's pretend that this book is a tabletop, and you see how the right angle corner, you don't want that pointed toward you when you are spending time in a room. So look at the furniture around you where your desk is and make sure there's not something like a cabinet with a sharp right angle, or a just a table or something that has a sharp right angle pointed at you. If that angle is not sharp, if it's rounded, then there's no problem. If you cannot have your desk set up so that you can see toward the doorway, if the room is just not of a configuration that you can do that, then here's what I'll advise. You get something like this. This is a little mirror that sticks on, and it would let you see behind you. You can use something like this. This is a decorative ball. It would be set right next to your computer monitor so that if there was motion behind you, you would notice it.
Sweet. Now, what should my next steps be to assess my current space?
I would say that you want to look out for what's known as missing areas. The ideal shape for the floor plan, the outline of your floor plan, would be a square or a rectangle, just like this book here. That you've got 4 corners, no more than 4 corners in your home, and then you have no missing areas. And that's how a lot of the old plantation homes were. But it's not how a lot of the modern homes are. They'll have something like, let's say, here's the outline of the home, and then over here there would be a area where there's a patio outside, that the interior square footage doesn't go to 4 corners. It has like an indent, and there's a lanai or a patio out there. And that area in Feng Shui is seen to be a missing area, where some part of your life isn't getting as much energy and oomph as it should. So if you've got this missing area, what you want to do is find where that corner would have been outside and put something significant there, something that means something to you at that spot. And then inside the home, on these walls that are tangent to the lanai outside, you could take one of these little mirrors, you just get them at a craft shop, and you stick it up on the wall, and the shiny part faces into the home. It's set inside the home, and you have it on each of the walls that are tangent to the outside space. And what they are symbolically doing is bringing that space back.
All such valuable information. Mahalo nui, Clear. I look forward to trying some of these things at home.